Good morning, everyone. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Today, we're going to be making a Southern favorite, 7-Up cake. I know a lot of people know about 7-Up cake, Southerners do, but I don't know about the Northerners. So we're going to school them a little bit today. I already put the 3 sticks of butter. That's a 1.5 cups of butter, and we're going to cream it in a minute. So we're going to start off with the ingredients. So I have 1.5 cups of butter, which is 3 sticks, 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of 2.5 cups of sugar, 5 eggs. I have 2 tablespoons lemon zest, 1 tablespoon lime zest, 1 teaspoon vanilla. We're going to use 1 cup of 7-Up. That's the main ingredient in it. And we're going to mix it all together, and we're going to put it in a Bundt pan, because that's generally how 7-Up cake is done, in a Bundt pan. And you can see I have generously greased and floured the Bundt pan. So you want to make sure you grease it really well so it doesn't stick in the little crevices, and then you put flour on top. And then we're preheating the oven to 350 degrees. So I'm getting ready to cream the butter. And so as you cream the butter, you want to cream it for about 2 minutes. So it takes time to cream it. So I'll cream it and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I think the 2 minutes is done. So I'm going to lower the speed on the butter, and I'm going to add the sugar. And you have to gradually add the sugar, because the reason you do that is because you don't want it to all lump together and have lumps and bumps. So you put it on medium high, and then you drop it in by spoonfuls, I would say, so we can get it all incorporated. And I'm going to get it all incorporated into the butter, and then I'll get back with you. So we've beat the butter and sugar together until it's light and fluffy. So now I'm going to lower the speed, and I've already cracked the 5 eggs, so I'm going to add them one at a time, because you want them to be blended after each is incorporated. So you put the egg in there, blend it a little bit, and let it just get incorporated. So that one's in there. You keep a look at it, and you just put the egg in there, and as soon as it's blended, then you add another one. So we're going to do that 1 egg at a time. Works out really well. Okay, so that one's done. Just takes a little bit, 30 seconds maybe, to get them in there. So that's the 4th egg. So let's kind of scrape down these sides a bit. Turn it off and scrape the sides down, because you don't want it puffing up out of the bowl. It's all in there good. So now we're going to add that last egg in there. Incorporate it really well in there. It's all blended up into 2. And then we're going to add the tablespoon of lemon juice. We're going to add the 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. I like a lot of lemon zest. Add that in there. We're going to add the lime zest. And we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So that's 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons lemon zest, 1 tablespoon lime zest, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we're going to blend all that in there. And so now we're going to let that blend, and we're going to get a cup of 7-Up. This is the main ingredient, because that's what we're making. We're making a 7-Up cake. It gives it that distinct flavor. So we got a cup of 7-Up there. Okay, and how we're gonna add the flour now. And the way that we're gonna add the flour is we're going to do it alternately. We're going to add flour, then we're going to add a little soda. Then we're going to add a little flour and a little soda, back and forth and back and forth. We're going to do that. Put a couple of spoons in there. Add a little soda. And we're going to keep doing that until we've got it all blended in, and then I'll get right back with you. So there we go. I've added the 7-Up and the flour alternately. You want to begin with flour and you want to end with flour. So we've done that. It's time to off the mixer, and we're going to pour the batter into a prepared bundt pan. It's prepared with vegetable shortening and flour so that the cake does not stick. So I still have a little bit of flour in here. I'm going to shuffle it around again, make sure it's amply covered and there's not going to be any stick. Dust that out. Now we're going to lift this up. Scrape off the excess batter. Put that out. There we go. Get all of it off the beaters. And we're going to put it into the prepared pan. And the pan, you don't want to overfill the pan. I'm going to put it about 2/3 of the way full because you don't want too much batter in the pan to overflow it. You see, it's kind of thick. It's a thick batter. So we're going to turn it around, put it in there. Oops, a little bit. Get it back out. Dropping it in the wrong spot. Don't want to waste all that goodness. So let's see how much we have in here. Let's get it all in here. So I think probably about 3/4. I've got this about 3/4 full. So we're going to leave a little room for it to expand. Got it all in there, nice and good. You can clean off the excess that I made a little spill with. Spilled it in the tube. Get that off of there. So this is what it looks like. It's about 3/4 of the way full, I would say. So we're going to put it in a 350-degree oven, and we're going to bake it for 1 hour and 15 minutes. But after 45 minutes, so the cake doesn't brown too much, we're going to tint it with a piece of foil. And when I'm getting ready to do that, I'll let you know. So let's get in the oven. I'm going to set the timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And there we go. It's in the oven. We're going to get that done. And in the meantime, I'm going to zest some more lemon and lime peels because we're going to make like a little sugared zest to put on top of it. So I'll see you in a little bit. So the cake has about 28 more minutes on it. So I'm going to tear a piece of foil and then I'm going to put it on top of the cake just to tint it to keep it from overcooking. Just pop it right over the top and that'll keep it from turning too brown. So that's what we're going to do. And so I'll see you in about 30 minutes. Okay, so the cake has been cooking and we're getting ready to off the heat. We're going to take it out of the oven. Let me get another pot holder because I don't want to burn my hand. That would not be fun at all. So let's get this out of here. Take the tinting off. And the cake has cooked up beautifully. So we're going to put it here and let you see it. We're going to let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes And then after 10 minutes, you take it out of the pan and you cool it on the wire rack for an hour, because you want it to be 45 minutes to an hour. You want it to be completely cool before you frost it. I'm going to do just a regular glaze, and I'm going to put some candied lemon peels and lime peels on it. So I will go back to you just as soon as it's done. That'll be in about an hour. After it has about an hour and 10 minutes, because 10 minutes, remember, 10 minutes in the pan, you let it cool, and then an hour out of the pan on the rack, you let it cool. Okay, so I'm back. The 7-Up cake is completely cooled now. And so we're gonna frost it now. And with the type of glaze that I put on it is a sugar glaze, powdered sugar glaze. So this is 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I have 1/4 of a cup of milk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the milk in here, about half of it first. And then we're gonna mix it up and see what kind of consistency we're gonna get. And we may have to keep adding to get the desired consistency. So I put half of it in there. And so we're gonna stir it up a bit. We're gonna put the rest. So that's 2 cups of powdered sugar and 1/4 cup of milk. So that seems to do it. Get the desired consistency, get it all mixed up. And what I like to do is, I like to heat it in the microwave a few seconds, because it just makes it easier to pour. See, this is the right consistency here. So we're gonna put this here, and I'm gonna zap this for about 15 seconds in the microwave. So we're gonna let it, and remember to like my videos on YouTube and Facebook. Please go to Kathy's Creole Kitchen on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube page, because the advantage of being on that YouTube page is that I post the ingredients. You know, because I know sometimes I'm going a little fast and you might forget the ingredients that I'm posting. So I post the ingredients on YouTube. So the frosting is done. Heated it for about 15 seconds. So now we're gonna drizzle this on the cake, and that's all you're doing is you're drizzling the powdered sugar glaze on the cake. So this, I like to cover it a lot. I'm doing a video, so we're getting it on there. And that's why you want the cake to cool, because you don't want the glaze to kind of just all fall off. So we're getting it on there. Gonna spoon some more on there. It's a wonderful glaze. Look at that. That looks so yummy. Yummy, yummy. So we got all that on there. And I made a little candied lemon zest frost to go on top of the frosting. So let me get that. I always like to do a little candied citrus peel, because it just gives it a better taste. So let me pull this here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it on top of the cake. It just makes it look prettier. So there we go. Get all that on there. Just some candied citrus peels. And I will include the recipe for the candied citrus zest on the YouTube video. I'll put the ingredients on there and how you do it. But that's it. So let's recap the ingredients for the 7-Up cake. You have vegetable shortening for the pan, because you're gonna grease the pan with the vegetable shortening and then layer with flour. You have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I used cake flour, or you can use all-purpose flour. 1.5 cups of butter, softened. 2.5 cups of granulated sugar. 5 large eggs. 2 tablespoons lemon zest. 1 tablespoon lime zest. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and of course, 1 cup of 7-Up. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. I would love to hear about your experience making it. Please like me on my YouTube page, Kathy's Creole Kitchen, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much and have a great weekend. Okay, this is Kathy again with Kathy's Creole Kitchen. I forgot to cut the cake for us. So let's get us a nice little slice so you can see the inside of it and how delicious and moist it is. Put a little piece on the plate there so you can see it. It's moist and delicious. And give me a fork so I can taste it. This is an original 7-Up cake recipe, good old Southern recipe, great for barbecues, great for parties. And it is simply delicious. I hope you guys decide to make this maybe for Mother's Day because it's a wonderful cake. Please like me on YouTube and on Facebook, Kathy's Creole Kitchen. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend and have a wonderful Mother's Day.